Institute graduate named Booker T. Washington. Would you comment on Booker T?
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, Booker T. Washington and I were friends. And as a matter of fact, Booker T. Washington's daughter married my grandson. There are descendants walking this earth right now in the modern era who are the descendants of Booker T. Washington and Frederick Douglass.
But some people think Booker T. Washington set things backwards. You're the one who set things forwards.
Well, I would disagree. This is what I would say to all of you, and I have a mixed audience here. This is a point I want you to take away. That
all right, here, Virginia, how we doing? We still there? We still there?
Unity at the expense of purity is not a winning formula.
Okay, so let's give another
Unity at the expense of purity is not a winning formula. When I cross the line to speak to Abraham Lincoln, when I cross the line to sit down and have tea with Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton and the women's suffrage movement, it was not because we agreed on everything. Those women, although they were white and believed somewhat in the abolition of slavery, they were women of privilege. Abraham Lincoln was a white man. He was predominantly the white man's president, entirely devoted for the welfare of white men. But under his wise and beneficent rule, we gradually saw ourselves lifted. Now, if I had refused to work with him because I had a purist idea, then we might not be here. The Emancipation Proclamation might not have been written. So you have to look at the overall goal of what we're trying to achieve and join forces with people of other colors to achieve and accomplish and make this nation a great place.
566106.
So you have to be engaged. You're civically engaged. After you cast your ballot, continue to be engaged and carry out your civic responsibility.
And could you quote for us what you said about building children?
Well, your parents have sent you here, they've sent you to school, they're trying to build strong children. It is easier to build strong children than repair broken men. And so when you have children, you're trying to do the same thing. You're trying to build strong children, strong men and women that won't have to be repaired when they grow up, when they become men and women.
But Mr. Douglas, don't you think from those who have much is expected, and with an MD after their name, don't you think they could do a whole lot of good in the community beyond actual medicine?
Well, Mr. Du Bois had a theory of the talented 10. I would consider you all in that class of the talented 10. But now, you had that almost 150 years ago, that the talented 10th, a rising boat, a rising tide would float all boats.
All right.
So if that was the case, then if he started that prophecy then today we should have more than a tenth of us doing well.
But it's important that when we
and why it may not be is because we have a tendency, once we attain a certain level, to divest in our communities.
We're 400 years down. What about 400
And so it's your
years
responsibility.
later? You're going to
carry. You don't have to follow my philosophy. You can follow Booker T's philosophy. You can do Mr. Du Bois's. You can claim yourself as a talented 10th, but your responsibility is to be the tide that floats all boats and not divest from the communities you came from. Because as soon as you divest, then your communities will be gentrified. They cannot gentrify land that somebody owns. If the middle class moves out of a neighborhood, they don't refurbish, reinvest, and all that's left there after you get your degree and you leave are the people who don't own it.